I want to take a look at Tristan. Now, got 20 minutes before the kids come home from school. 4 kids, house to clean, an increasing number of gotcha games to play. It's hard to squeeze in these videos. So I want to take a look at this new destruction unit that's coming out. Not anytime soon, but I love destroyers, so let's take a look at her. Tristan, she seems like, from what I've heard, a Guzman upgrade. Very counterattacky, very bruisery. Before I go any further, if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. I'm Shrike. I cover gotcha games. The extent to which I cover them will largely depend on whether I think it's worth my time or not. So if you like gotcha games, or this game in particular, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Alright, let's check out her trait. Release Blood Rage. And after that, triggers infinite unyielding. Why can't I... There's no hover over on those. Okay, what... Are you going to tell me what Blood Rage does? Before attacking... What? That's not what that said. Release Blood Rage. After that, trigger Infinite Unyielding, which lasts until the next 2 rounds of action begin. Before attacking, if the target has shield, the damage increase. That's not what that says. Oh, releasing Blood Rage, trigger Unlimited and Unyielding. A buff. When defeated, rejoin the battle and recover a certain amount of health. Okay, that is what Alexei has. So, Runaway State, buff with toughness, immunity to interference, percentage, penetration damage, damage increases by 25%, treatment effect reduced by 80%. All effects cannot be dispelled or immunized. Blood Rage, you're not going to tell me. I know what a shield is. Okay. So release Blood Rage. After that, trigger... Okay, so it's not just Alexei. It's not Alexei that whenever you die, you come back with a little bit of life. You have to release Blood Rage, and then for 2 turns, you're protected against dying. Alright, Rampage lasts for 4 rounds, during which the critical hit rate and critical damage are increased by 20%, and instant skill cooldown is reduced by 2 turns, and energy consumption is reduced by 1. Okay. Just any instant cooldown skills? Any instant skill cooldowns? Okay. Exploding Crystal Dust. Physical damage deals 85% damage to all characters within 2 squares of the target and applies 1 random level 2 debuff lasting for 2 rounds. A little odd. That's not what I thought she did. Just a debuff? Okay. Probably not going to keep that one. Unless what I heard about her is wrong. Alright. Fury Pursuit. Single attack dealing 120% damage to the target is not defeated. Sacrifice 20% of the current. That's Guzman's attack. Pursuit. Yeah, very good. I love this one. It usually does more damage than his ultimate, because he gets to attack twice. He does a little bit less than his ultimate, but then a little bit less again. So it ends up dealing more in total. So it's underrated ability here. Very good. Fight Off Pursuit. Physical damage, single attack, dealing 70% damage. After attacking, perform Chase, dealing 70% and knocking back 2 squares. Sorry, Pursuit, you might have just been one-upped. So you attack him once and then you shove him? That's hilarious. She's a thug. That's what she is. Hot-blooded Step. I heard this one is pretty key to her. Support instant, so this one will have its cooldowns reduced by the Rampage. Instant. For points within 1 circle charge Yeah, how about we read it over here? That was not even pretend English. No, it's down here. Hot-blooded stab. Charge to a location within 1 circle. That's much better. And gain damage up to. Oh, lasting 1 turn. Beautiful. After use, the skill changes to headbutt. So it's an instant. And then it changes to headbutt last. That's brutal. Oh, it's only 1 space away. How are you going to charge 1 space away? Wait, what can she use? Sword? Can she use that hammer? Where would it say what she can use? Over here? Does not say. I'm gonna guess she's a sword user. But if she was... Yeah, she's not gonna be a hammer / axe user. And she's not gonna be a polearm user. So yeah, it's gotta be a sword. Which is a shame. The knockback thing would have been cool with her. The knockback hammer would have been cool with her. So, right there, I really like that ability. Next one up is Burning Blood. I'm reading it on this one because the translation is much better on this, and it has hover-overs. Passive. When in healthy state, add 15% of the magic attack value to the physical attack value. When in injured state, add 25% of the magic attack value to the physical attack value. When in Rampage, the effect is doubled. I don't like that. That makes it harder to build her. You gotta build in physical damage, and then you gotta build in magical damage. I don't like that as much. Street style. Reaction, reduced melee damage by 20%. Block when preemptive or counterattack. You can block a preemptive or a counterattack. And additional damage reduced by 50% after being counterattacked. Additional attack is applied, causing 70% physical damage, which can be triggered once per round at most. This is what I was talking about. Very bruisery, counterattacky. She can counterattack a counterattack. Imagine just watching... Well, it can only trigger once, but imagine watching 2 Tristans. Just attack, attack, counterattack, attack, counter the counter. Oh, that would be funny. Someone's got to make a video of that. Just 2 Tristans going at it. And defense against arrows. Alright, burial with 1 punch. Physical damage, single attack. This is the 1 punch man. Dealing 20% damage, knock back 1 square, then dealing 110 fire attribute. Area effect to all enemies. Okay. That's more like a, I don't know, a Goku punch. To all enemies within 2 squares of the target. It shows 1 square. Okay. If not in rampage state, after attacking, teleports to the nearest friendly unit within 4 squares. Okay, how do you get into this rampage state? Is it an instant? I feel like that's probably pretty key to her. The self has an additional blood rage, which enters the rampage state. Okay, it can be used once per battle. Okay. At the beginning of battle, you have the ability Blood Rage, which you can use once a battle, and it lasts for 2 turns. Okay, that makes sense. And so if you use Burial with 1 punch, after you've used Blood Rage, then you stay there. But if not, then you teleport to the nearest friendly unit within 4 squares. Okay. Point Blasting. Debuff instant applies pinpoint demolition to the target. That's a 3 range. Can't target adjacent to you. Marks the target, and the explosion will be triggered when the target is attacked by the caster with any non-equipment skill. Okay, so you can't use the gauntlet or the fire ring. When the caster's next action begins, or when the target is defeated, the explosion can cause piercing damage of 20% of the target's health to all enemies. To all enemies within 2 squares of the target, and then apply vulnerability 2 for 2 rounds. Oh, that's brutal. You turn them into a bomb. And it's an instant. Oh, that's... So they'll blow up when they're defeated, or when the caster's next action begins. Oh, it's at the beginning of their turn. That's savage. I like that. I like that a lot. But how will I decide? Level 7. I think I like point blasting better. You might want to stack instant abilities since she can reduce the cooldown of instant abilities. Unless it's only referring to the Blood Rage instant. I guess time will tell on that one. Alright. Basic attack replacement. The silencing one, or physical damage and increases critical damage by 50. Yeah, this is the one you want. Full damage all the way. You don't want support. You don't want debuffs. Who cares? Then her ultimate, Family. Passive. When healthy, assistance defense is performed on other friendly troops within 2 squares of the self. When dead, other friendly... How are you doing anything when you're dead? She's too tough to die, that's what she is. Too stubborn to die. When dead, other friendly troops within 2 squares of the self are assistance defense for the self. After any effect is triggered, all friendly troops within 3 squares of the self gain increased attack 2 and damage reduction 2. That's crazy. For 2 rounds and can be effective once and can trigger once per round at most. So, she dies and then comes back. And if you're attacked again, your nearby enemies, your nearby friends come and help you. And they're buffed in the meantime. Okay. Or Destruction Storm. Physical damage, deals 50% area damage to all enemies within 4 squares of the caster and applies 2 random level 2 attribute debuffs for 2 rounds. 50% damage and big range. 2 random debuffs. I don't like that. I guess there's a debuff build in here somewhere, but I don't like that. I would go with Family, but I don't think I would put it on the loadout. I think her loadout looks like this. Street style. Obviously, critical strike as her basic replacement. Street style as her reaction. Burial with 1 punch. Point blasting. I don't like that one. And hot-blooded step. Instant. Her single target attack. And another instant. And then blood rage. Right there. That's it. That's a build. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, I am definitely pulling for her. Definitely pulling for her. Let's see what. Hello, come on. She's a DPS, so... Oh, maybe Tower for her tarot? Or the Devil. Or Crit. Or the, what is it, Justice that increases Crit? I think one of those. Let's see, her gear, probably... The off-turn one? Maybe not. This is a crit one too. But that's Highland. It's Highland based. Probably not that. Oh, can I just... Oh, I can't. I can't just pick gear. Oh, a trinket. Yeah, right there. What does this one again do? This could work. Level 2 buff and speed up. And if she can reduce her cooldowns of all instants, then this one would have its cooldowns reduced as well. That could be good. This one's the teleport one, right? Space-time ring? Alright, instant teleports the character behind an ally, increases attack by 2. No, it has to be behind an ally. Okay, yeah, the trinket is probably this one. You know, there's probably a lot of them. Actually, what's the one where you're surrounded? You get buffs if you're surrounded. It's probably on Xavier. Whatever Xavier puts on. This one you have to be no allies around. No, you want allies around because they're going to be taking hits for you. Oh well, I don't know. Very cool character. I really like her. I can't wait until she comes out. I might, after I get Tyre, I might just start saving up from that point on. Kvare, I need to get Kvare too, and then Tristan. I need to get both of them. I don't know what order they're coming out in, but I need to get both of them. My destruction team is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Okay, well, that's it. I think we did it. Bye.